everybody. It's Teresa. I just wanted to come on and show you a little bit of happy mail that I received. I've been off on vacation. Um, I was trying to wait until everybody that said they were sending me something got here. So here I am. This one is from Violet Johnson. And I opened it to save some time so you can see what I've got. So, can everybody hear me okay? I hope so. Okay, so this is where I'm at. Violet made me some pretty little flowers. I'm going to set this down here so I can lay them out. And I'll leave. I was wondering what that it was on my table. And she sent me these pretty little flowers, and I'm going to make myself a little pillow out of them. And she sent me 2 of each color. So I'm going to make myself a little pillow out of them. Not right now because, well, I'm going to have surgery on my hands. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Barbara. How y'all doing today? Okay, and this is my little flowers that Violet made me. She crocheted me these. Hi, Cheryl. And I'm going to make me a little pillow out of them, and it's going to be put on my bed because my bed is blue and brown and, and everything, and I just think it's so pretty. I love handmade things. Then she sent me some really pretty material to work with. Can't wait until I can get my hands back together. I go to surgery for this hand on the 9th. And right here, he's going to cut here. And on this, right in here, he's going to make a cut. And he's got to clip my nerves or my tendons, whatever. Anyway, they're tying themselves up in knots, So he's got to fix that. And it can take anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 months to completely heal. Because I'm a diabetic, they don't know. So, and then after he does this one, when it heals, he'll do the other one. This one's not as bad. So, anyway, these are some really pretty. And she sent me this really pretty little card. It's got footprints. Uh-oh. Swamp people, huh? Oh, thank you, Barbara. Thank you. Aren't they some pretty little materials that she sent to me? And she sent me a little love note. And it says, some people add the joy and the good in our lives in ways we hadn't really expected. Isn't that pretty? Thank you so much for that, Violet. That really perks my day up, I tell you. And then I got these little bits and pieces that she sent to me. They come from a little journal that she made. She made some little crochet journals. And these are some little bits and pieces with a little envelope, and it's got some little goodies in it. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. This little pretty little piece of lace. Another little envelope. This one's all sealed up shut, huh? She don't want me to get into this one. So, she sent me some pretty beads. I know what I'll be doing with those. No wonder she didn't want me into that one. She sent me some guest checks and some stamps. Sent me some real pretty napkins. Yeah, me too, Barbara. I really love the little envelopes with stuff in them. I'm working on some envelopes now to put some different little um, die cuts that I made in. Yeah, because some of my little die cuts have several pieces to them. And they're not just one piece. And look at this little heart. Isn't that just gorgeous? That is definitely going on to a front of one of my journals. And here's a white piece of tulle. She doesn't know what I'm doing with this tool yet. Just wait until she sees. And look at this gorgeous little angel she made me. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Made out of pink, shiny eyelash trim. I love pink and I love shiny, so she made a real good choice. And then she sent me a piece of it to do something with for myself. Plus, she sent me this piece. You like pink and shiny? She sent me some aluminum tape. And I know exactly what I'm doing with that too. Oh, and look at this little cute little hoot owl. She crocheted a little hoot owl. Isn't that cute? That is just darling. And she sent me some of this little pink shiny trim. And look, I've been looking for the purple for my chair. So she sent me the purple, and it's almost a perfect match for the color on it. My purple is just a little deeper purple on there than it is. But she gave me a choice of two. She sent me this one too, a burgundy kind of color. Oh yeah, I love that angel. It's the first time I've seen one made like that. I like shiny and pink. I do. I'm gonna wait and show you this last. She sent me another different color of a purple, and these are all velvets, like my chair. She sent me another little journal, a little bitty journal I can play with, which I will be doing. She sent me some tickets, some coat checks, and some tickets, and beeswax. Beeswax I've been looking for. It's hard to find these days. And that's what she sent me. So let me stick all this back in this box right quick. That way I can get to showing you what this box is. And she made this box, by the way. Do y'all know what it is? My table's not very big, so I have to put things back in and put things down so I can show you the next thing. This is one of the envelopes that I made. I got to put some goodies in it. This is going in my Bible. The footprints card is going into my Bible. Barbara, I have not mailed out your card yet because I haven't been able to draw well. I keep practicing, but it may take me a little bit to get that done until after I get my surgery done on my hand. Okay, so Violet made this little box right here, and I know what's in it. She made me a tiny journal. Big stash, okay. She made me a tiny journal. Look, She even put these little dangles on it, little bitty dangles. Look at that. That one has an angel and everything. But she crocheted these little bitty, and they're not much bigger than your thumb. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And my little journal here. She chose well for me, I tell you, on what to put in it. These little tiny pages. Look. Even little bitty tiny tags. And this one says, in everything give thanks. Is that not gorgeous? I tell you. The little feet prints there. Yeah, me too, Sherry. And she made some. If y'all are interested, she made some, and for the Defy auction, she actually made these little journals for Defy, and they have little tags, and each one of them. You saw the little bag that I opened with all the little goodies inside. Each one of them, each one of these little journals comes with a little bag too. That she made. So if y'all are interested, she made some to auction off at Defy auction, or I think she just told her to do whatever she wanted to, like with them. That no, I know, but uh, I've made a couple of them, Barbara, but drawing is with a brace on. Have you ever tried that? It is not fun to try to draw with a brace on. And my hands, when I'm writing, let me show you what I'm talking about. When I take my brace off, see, I draw like this. And then I grip my pencil. I do a death grip on my pencil or pen, whatever I'm writing with. And when I do, these fingers are the ones that have trigger finger, these two right here. I have trigger finger. This one wants to lock up on me. It just tries to, it drives me crazy when it does that. This teeny tiny little tag. It's even got a little bead on it. Look at that. You see that? She is so creative, and she told me that she hand cut every little tag. Hand cut. Ooh, it's a wonder her fingers are not hurting as bad as mine. And that's my little journal, and she handmade every little box that she put every little journal in. Is that not just precious? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Cheryl. That's hard. I have these two on my right hand and this one on my right here, my thumb and two fingers on this one, and I have these two on my left hand that are locking. I can still use these a little more than I can these. But they told me once I get the surgery done on this one, I need to take this brace and put it on this hand to save it while this one's healing. And I'm going, oh my goodness, my husband's got to take care of me. He's not one that wants to cook or clean or wash dishes, but he will. He will do that for me. Okay, I got this one. See this? I got this one. Look at this little happy face. Isn't this great? This one here is from Sister. This is from Cheryl. And I love peacock feathers. I really do. And make sure I got everything here. And this is a pin cushion. from Southern Patchworks, handcrafted in Chelsea, Alabama. Now, I don't know if you realize this where this is, but this is only about 30 minutes from me. This place is. And I did not know it existed until I got this. Now, is that not pretty? I have been wanting another pin cushion because my pin cushions are just wore out. Maybe, Barbara. Maybe. My husband, let me tell you, he can cook, he can clean, but sorry about that, Cheryl. I didn't mean to do that. He can cook, he can clean, he can do whatever he wants to. Problem is, he don't want to. You know, he don't want to. But I just love this, Cheryl. Thank you. I love it. And she sent me some beautiful napkins. And y'all, I'm I looked at this tag and everything beforehand, but these I haven't looked at yet because I wanted to do it and share with you all what I got. But these are so pretty. Look at that. Oh, look, the dogs. Ah, I got the dogs. I've been looking everywhere for dogs. That's right. Thank you, Cheryl. I love it all. Believe me, I'm going to. Uh, I'm having it done. Dr. Julian Carlo, he is doing it, and he's in. They call it Grandview Medical. It's actually in Vestavia Hills. Okay. And this one came from Beth. It came from Beth Schuler. She should be getting my cards anytime, uh, so she can get the rest of those sent out. I don't know how long it's going to take her to get them. Here lately, it seems like it takes 2 weeks to get mail from me anymore. But look at all these cards here that she sent me. The bee's knees. Isn't that just gorgeous? And this is ATC Swap 2021, Beth Schuler, YouTube from Doodlebug, Heather Thornton. And this one, it says Beth Schuler on the back, April 30th, 2021. And this one, look at the little holder. It's a magazine page. It's that not creative. Ow. Getting these out of these holders, on the other hand, is a pain in the fingers. Okay? It says Beth Schuler, May 2021 swap, Barbara Moore. Isn't that cute, that little chick on there? Stick this back in here. And this one says Charming. And this is from Kathy D, April 2021. And that's the ones that I got. And then I got a little piece of material and a scenic card. And all these here I've got to put into my holder, but I'm gonna stick them back in my envelope for now. Oh. And I'm gonna pull this out. I pull the cards out first, okay? Okay, I got a piece of a heart with wedding rings on it, paper, piece of yellow note paper. Hubby, let me get this back up in line here. My camera moves. and a piece of paper. Okay. Okay, this one's from Sharon Lombard. And I did open these just to save time instead of having to try to fiddle with them because my fingers are just kind of, they don't want to open things. And then I got some little doodads, and I got a button. Can y'all see that's a button? And it's got glitter on it. I got a little peace sign, a little butterfly, little flowers. I should open these sooner. I could use some of this in my uh, cards. But look at this. This paper is really thin, and they're so pretty. There's so much stuff here that feels like a little foam piece. I can't really tell. Shiny stars and more little stamps. Look at these little stamps. And this one says create. So I'm happy that there's some ladies that were willing to wait for me to be able to get my cards made. It took me longer than I had planned on it to because of my hands, and um, needed, I couldn't find, and Beth finally ended up having to send me some transparency because I couldn't find enough to make cards. And I'm not going to show y'all that because it's just paper and transparency. Y'all don't really need to see that. But and these are dyed papers. So when I get through, I'll show you what I did for. I'm thinking about all of this. Uh, um, Looking for little small. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm going to send this to Beth. Uh, Come on, fingers work. I guess you can tell I'm not much on talking when I'm concentrating on trying to do stuff. Yeah, me too. I've got so many things I can make with it, and I got that little journal and everything, and I can put some of this stuff in my little journal, and I've got all this, and I'm putting everything back in the envelope I got it out of because of the fact that, uh, and here's my love note from Cheryl. I knew I'd laid it somewhere. And said, "You're in my thoughts." And it tells me that she found out that I needed a pin cushion. So she sent me this one. Is that not wonderful? And that is so pretty. I love the inside of the envelope too. Look at that. I was thinking about making envelopes and paint and doing some painty papers and making envelopes out of them. So, and this one is from a friend of mine. Her name is Shannon Dager. Do y'all know her? She has her own group. It's called Hot Mess Crafting on Facebook. Oh, I love to show off Happy Mail. People are so creative. People are so very creative. They really are. Let me put her address down. My fingers want to turn everything around, don't they? And then these are Mickey Mouse, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. And things are always packaged so pretty, and I have such a hard time getting them open. I don't have this die, and she did. So I told her I wanted two of these, and I ordered them from her, but she wouldn't charge me from them for some reason. Look at this little kite. She makes paper, y'all, and she does it. She makes papers, um, digital digis in her group, and she gives them for people. Anybody that wants them, she gives them. You download them, you print them off, and she's made these papers, and she makes some really beautiful papers, y'all. If y'all haven't checked out her group, you should. And look, I know it's not Christmas time yet, but I sure am looking forward to it. I craft for Christmas all year round. There's a lot of stuff that I can't just get done at Christmas time. Like it takes me at least 8 hours to do the beaded, do one beaded uh, cover. Can y'all see the shine on that flower? It's coated in like a crystal iridescence. This one, but anyway, all of Shannon's papers are free to anybody that's in her group, and she does a lot of papers. She has done so many pretty papers, and she does digis, and she gives them away. She doesn't sell her digis; she gives them away. So I think it's very nice of her, and this was something that she sent to me. Was a happy mail from her. Well, look at this. It says give thanks. A Christmas tag. And you're such a tweetheart. And this is for uh, Father's Day, and it says Dad, best number one, the man, the myth, the legend. And a dress. Oh no, Barbara. Ah, our city's doing pretty well. I, I'm I'm proud of us. We're doing pretty well. We followed guidelines and everything. I had COVID back when it first started, and so my doctor told me people that's already had COVID, that's the ones they're using to get the vaccines. So I'm pretty much protected against COVID, but I still wear my mask until everything's done. And they're getting the sites closed down here on COVID. So, but Barbara, have you tried to mail order them? I know you can go on USPS.gov, and you should be able to order stamps. But I'm going to have you in my prayers, sweetie, because COVID's bad. It's bad. I mean, I've heard people tell me, I had my own granddaughter tell me, she said, I don't believe it's real. I said, let me tell you something. I said, if I was there, I'd beat some sense into your head, child. I really would, you know, because I know it's real. I've had it. My husband's had it. We almost died from it. And it's been over a year ago, and I'm still having symptoms from it. These are cards that she sent me that I can decorate and send out, which I will be doing because she knows me so well. I'm not good at adding notes to to Happy Mail. I really am not, and that's bad. I know it's bad on my part. I get excited and I want to get the Happy Mail out to people. Okay, so and that's my Happy Mail. I'm fixing to enjoy playing with all of it. Oh, and I got one more, but my hubby forgot where he laid it at, so I've got to find it. And it's from Beth, and I know what it is. She's already told me what it was. That it is a piece of heart bubble wrap, and I can't wait to see it because I've never even seen it before. But he said he got it and he put it somewhere, and he doesn't remember where. So we stick all this stuff back in this little purple envelope. Oh, and these are my grandbabies when they were little. This one here, this is her kindergarten graduation. This is Kayla. Kayla's 24 years old now. Okay. And this is Jada. She was 3 days old. She was in the hospital. She's 21. Okay. No. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you can't order online for your stamps, Barbara? I just figured if we could do it, everybody could. I'm probably wrong on it, but I figured. Okay, so now let me set this down and show y'all what I was talking about. I was making for Beth. I haven't seen her come in, but if she watches it, she'll find out. I'm working on this for Beth, and it's a little photo album. And you probably can't see it well, but I'm putting die cuts in this little photo album for her, so that all she's got to do is open them up and choose which one she wants to use. And I'm going to make different colors. As a matter of fact, I've got some different colors and some of them already made. And this is like a paper doll, and she's got different outfits to change her into. And this right here, the center of the cross comes out and makes another cross. And then there's a musical notes. And I'm going to do different colors and put in, and this is a whole African safari scene. And there's a rose. And there's the man in the umbrella. And there's, well, I had that one I was fixing to put in here, as a matter of fact. And then I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and go on and get this done. And these are edges for cards right here. That's what these are. And you can just put it in on your card on the edge. And they are corners. That's what they are. I will have to definitely write a note and put into some of them because to be honest, people, if you just send them stuff, they don't really know what it is unless it's obvious. And I'm not saying they're dumb or anything, but honey, I have to go back and look at what I bought to put everything together. Like, for instance, my unicorn, I had to go get a picture of the die itself that somebody else had made it up to show me what it was and all. So I will add a note telling them that these are corners for cards or pages, that you lay them out on a corner so that they will, they're just a decoration for a card or something like that. And then I made her the dress and the elegant lady. Thing about seeing if I could find like a gold maybe or a silver to do her in. I think she'd look cute in that. And then this is the die set that Beth sent me. This is a beach set. It's got a star and a ship's wheel, an anchor, and all that with it. Then I got a little village scene that I really like that one. Um, that I'm going to do a couple of different colors in. I've got the bird cage in the tree and the lock and keys. That's a little truck, and that one says joy because she said that's her favorite word is joy. So I'm going to make her several little joys to put on things. And then there's a little lighthouse that I made. And so I'm going to make different uh, die cuts in these die cuts so she can use them in different ways, not just all in white. And see, I've got scissors tangled up in them. That's what I've got. I've got this one and this one that I've got cut. There's a pink one and a yellow one to go with our white ones that I'm putting in here. I have to do just a few die cuts at a time because if I don't, my hands start bothering me. So I tried to do these in a I never can remember that kind of paper. That's sad, ain't it? Um, you can see through it. It's colors. Reminds me of balloons. Thanks, Cheryl. I was thinking that it would be a good addition to her, but what I want to do is I'm going to cover it with a pretty napkin. I think I'm going to paint it white. I'm going to take this little photo album thing off. I'm going to cover it in a white paint, acrylic paint, and then let it dry. And I'm going to cover it in a pretty napkin. I've got some really pretty napkins, and I think it'll be real pretty with a real pretty napkin on it. What do y'all think? Well, she says she wanted an envelope full of my die cuts. So she said she wanted an envelope full, and I figure she'll have an envelope full by the time I get through with this. So, what do you call that stuff? But it tore right here, trying to get it out. Vellum. Vellum. That's what it is. It's vellum. So I did that one too, and I don't know if I want to send it because it's tore right there, but I don't think she would mind, do you? Because I made several of them in vellum and they all came out like that. They came out torn. I couldn't get it out in that one particular section. And that's the best one so far that came out. So I still need to poke these holes and stuff and get that done. It's okay, Cheryl. I understand. My internet's been flaky the whole time I was in Michigan. I couldn't stay with anybody for more than 10 or 15 minutes most of the time because of the internet there is so bad. They're kind of out in the country, and they're they don't have any towers or anything close to them, so they have a time with it. So anyway, that's what I've been working on, a little bit at a time. People can always use a good feather. They need to tickle somebody. She can take one of these feathers and tickle Joe with it. And I think everybody here is very kind. Everybody is very kind. So I've got another little photo album somewhere I got to find that I'm going to work on for somebody else. Um, I've got. I want to do several of these little photo albums, fill them up, and put them in an envelope and send them to friends. That Beth doesn't have a machine. Violet doesn't have a machine, and since I do love doing the die cuts, I really don't use them a lot. You know, um, I don't know why I don't use them a lot. I just don't. But I do love to make them and send them to other people so they can use them. I love their creativity with them. I'm always going to make at least one set of each one in white because that way you can color it any way you want it. I will probably make at least one set in black. That way it can be a shadow if you want. It's like um, it's just I have people that tell me like Melissa. Um, she wanted a feather. So I will probably make her, two or three feathers and a few other little things that she might like. You need some feathers too, Sherry. I can cut you some too. Any color? Hi, Lori. Good to see you here. But that's what I've been doing, and I'm fixing to get started on playing with some Happy Mail and doing some things. And I've already showed my little book here with all my little tags in it and everything that I made. I'm going to work on Violet some circles so she's been working on those. Well, what do you call them buttons that she's been working on? She's been working on those, so I'm going to make her some circles and see if she can use them because she wants to be able to sew them down. And so if I make them out of cardboard, a sturdy cardboard, like from making it out of like a cereal box type of thing. And okay, I got all kinds of colors. I've got some really beautiful things. My granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, she always gets me something for Mother's Day. Let me see if I can locate what she got me for Mother's Day because I think I would like it. My hands will let me move stuff around. I've got. Clint was talking about he needed some more totes in his room. Honey, I got totes in my room. I've got to go through. Oh, you're welcome, Sherry. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Um, anyway, my granddaughter, she's 25, and she got me these books and a glue gun and glue sticks for Mother's Day. And this one is the tie-dye papers. And I thought how pretty these feathers might be made out of some of this paper. So would you be interested in something like that? Oh no, I can't. I have to make them a little bit at a time, Sherry. Like I said, it may be a while before you get them. So, uh, like I said, and all these papers match. The, this is the solids to match that. And I'll be able to cut a little bit after a while. I'll be able to cut a little bit after a while and everything. So that's the reason why, I do a little bit here and a little bit there because, quite frankly, and here's This one is, and these are all solids to match the tie dye. Okay, and then there is this one, and they all match also. And this is like marble papers, and they're all so very pretty. So that's why I say I've got plenty of papers to make some pretties with. So don't be surprised if you get some pretties in the mail. Um, I don't know what everybody likes. Um, like the feathers are really popular, but then there's ladies that also like the umbrella man, and the lady with the dog is with the umbrella. They like musical notes. They like crosses. You know, I know this is what my granddaughter wants, so I'm going to make her a couple of those and send them to her. Um, and this is another cross, and this one is cattails. So I thought these would be good in the marble papers. I think the cattails will be real pretty in marble papers. So this, like I said, this book right here I'm working on for Beth. She has been always so kind to all of us. So I want her to have something really special, and so I'm going to be picking out some, like I did the feathers. I did. Let me see if I can find the pink one and the yellow one. I did in the marble papers. The marble. This was the one. What I need is a bunch of paperwork on my desk to get in my way of arting. Anyway. And then this is the one I did one of the feathers in, and the other feather was done in this pink. And so that's the yellow and pink feathers that I showed you here. So I am working on some of the things that I'm like I said, Beth doesn't have a die cut machine and she doesn't want one, but she likes die cuts. Violet doesn't have a die cut machine and she likes die cuts, but she doesn't want one of those either. So I like to share with people. Um, I have quite an assortment of dies, and I get one or two new dies every month. I try to anyway. Um, I just I like I also like the folders because I do things like the aluminum with the folders. This is an aluminum Coca-Cola book. This one is something I'm sending out to someone. I'm just getting some things together to put in it. I'm going to let them decide on where they want it at and place it, and I'm just putting it in the pages. Like I've got certain things that I'm just putting in the pages, and I'm going to let them decide where they want to put it in the book. Yes, I imagine it is, but this Walmart paper is in Michigan, so it actually may be uh, Meyer paper because they shop more at Meyer than they do Walmart. So it may be Meyer paper there. And she bought me the sure something glue gun and the glue sticks to go with it. And it's the really high temp glue gun. So anyway, so what do you do with paper? You make dies out. You cut dies. You use your dies and cut it into pretty pieces, and you give it away, right? So that's what I'll be doing. Um, I make them handmade cards for their birthdays and for Christmas and such. So I will be using some of this for their birthdays this year. Um, and sometimes just oh really? You don't shop at Walmart or Meijer? My that's about all we got around here though, Sherry. It's I can shop at Target, but they don't have what I need. So my insurance doesn't cover my medicine if I go to Target, so I end up having to shop at Walmart. So I know what you're talking about. Um, the people there have gotten really hateful. I used to work for Walmart, and I think about when I used to work for them, and I think, oh man, my managers would have never put up with the things that they put up with all these people. We were not allowed to put a bent can or a damaged anything on the shelf. We had to, if somebody come up and they ask us where is so and so, we had to go help them find it. We didn't just stand there and say it's over yonder. We wasn't allowed to do that. But it's terrible. So yes, it is beautiful paper, and like I said, Meyer and Walmart are a lot alike, uh, and they sell a lot of the same things. But Meyer is cheaper than Walmart. So I wish we did have it here. I wish we had Meyer here because Walmart would definitely lose a lot of business, or they would straighten up more. So but yeah. So do you want your feathers in marble, Sherry? Do you want it marbled or dyed or plain or some of it all? Because I got plenty. That's the cross that one that I showed you that the center of it will come out, and then you've got the one cross here. I've got some of them just sitting here because this is where I do my cutting, and I haven't put them in boxes yet. But I do have. There's my musical note that I cut out of the yellow tie dye. This one here, or yellow marble, and this one's cut out of the yellow, and that's and these are the corner. This is one of the corners right here that you're supposed to lay it down on your card and cut the corner of your card with this one, and then take the other one. You can put it on around the edge of it if you want to. Oh, you're welcome. Now the rose here, if you like the rose now, um, it's real pretty when you cut it, and it's just the right size to put, say, on an ATC card. Now the lady, on the other hand, she's kind of tall, so she would be more like on a page or a card or something like that. The feather is pretty tall also. So um, most of these are pretty good size when it comes to die cuts, but you can see the difference between the little man and the lady. She's almost twice his size. So it's no, ma'am. I know you're in Canada right now. They're not letting us send anything to Canada, but I would be glad to try it. I mean, I can send you an envelope full, of die cuts if you want, and we can see. I'll be glad to send it to you. But right now they're telling us nothing's getting through to Canada because Canada won't allow it. You have to prove to them that you've had your shots and all that kind of stuff. Well, See, my doctor has advised me not to get it because of my health issues, and I'm allergic to so many different medications and all. And because I've already had COVID, they said I'm not really in any danger of getting it again. So will that be okay if I go ahead and try it anyway, Sherry? Is there anything that y'all like? Because I, if y'all don't mind seeing me scribble, I can put your names down. I can put your names down and what you like. But I would love to see if they'd get it to you. I really would. I'd love to just send it because I know it takes 3 postage stamps per one envelope, one regular envelope from here to go out to Canada or anywhere out of the U.S. It takes me 3 postage stamps for an envelope full of die cuts. So if you're interested, I would love to see if you get it. Can't tell you when you get it, but I would love to see if you would. Is there any is there anything that you really like? Because I may have the dye. I really might. I haven't cut. These are just some of my dyes that. Oh no, there it is. I hide things from myself right here in front of my face. Y'all ever do that? Hide things from yourself right in front of your face? Okay, this one goes in here. Ow, ow. Like I said, I'm doing some cuts in different colors, so that there's a choice in here of what's what. And I've got a my baseball card holder thing. I've got a this one here. I haven't gotten these taken out of this yet, but I'm going to take and I'm going to put them in plastic holders. So I have butterflies, more butterflies, bees. This is a bee. I have gorgeous girls. I have 3 gorgeous girls. I have uh, stars and arrows, a unicorn, and a ballet dancer. This is kind of like a real frilly little doily. These are like picture frames here. Let me see if I can get it to fold so you can see it. Picture frames and whatever that thing is called. I think it's called a fleur de lis. I can't say it. I'm not French. And an index card. All right, no problem. Fairies, butterflies, and everything. I can do you like I'm doing Beth. I can give you a little bit of everything. There's flowers. There's this flower, then this flower, and then there's this flower. These right here are 3D. You roll these up, and these are pine cones. And there's 2 of these. There's a little one and a big one. Okay, and then there's a rose also. To me, they could all look like roses, but some will have a pointy tip to them, and some would have a rounded scalloped edge. So these are all flowers here, but they make the 3D, and you have to roll these. Um, I have a willow branch or a wisteria vine, whichever one you want to call that. And these are 3D flowers. These right here are this is a sunflower, and it's 3D. You have to put the parts together. And what I'll do is, if you want one of those, I'll make one and put it together so you can see how it goes together. And then the rest of it you have to put together. Ah, Barbara. If they don't shoot one another first, right? Some of them, as you can see, I've taken out and I've put somewhere else. I have a camera. I have a window. I have doilies. These are small doilies, about the size of a half a dollar. I have uh, tags. I have triangles. I have bows. I have birthday wishes. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, and happy birthday. Have all those. This is a background for a card if you make cards. Um, Another happy birthday. Christmas things like the truck, the presents, the tree. These are all stamps, and these are the die cuts to cut them out with. And then the poinsettia is the same. This is a reindeer. It says Merry Christmas. And then mostly this is poinsettia and a bow that goes with it. Winter wishes and the scene from the manger scene and trees. I got one pumpkin and a choo-choo train and a gazebo. And these are Christmas. This is the village. This is the joy that I cut out for Beth. And on this side is doves. And that's that book. That's that book. But I have this little doohickey full too. So I've got dies. So pretty much if you want it, I've probably got it. On my dies, I really am. I do try to organize my dies and keep them all together. Um, but you're not looking around me, thank goodness, because you wouldn't say that. Everybody's always saying, "Can I see your craft room?" I'm going, "No." I have all kinds of dies. So you tell me what you like to make, and I can probably find a die to go with it. But these right here are the ones I'm finishing up cutting these, and then I'm going to put them in their little case, and then I'll start on some more and get them out, and then when I'm done. So, and I have solid paper, I have marble paper, I have all kinds of paper. I really do. And this is all cardstock. They're not. It's just not regular paper. It's cardstock. Um, dolls have dolls really don't really care for regular paper. They like cardstock better, and they cut a whole lot better. Um, so I don't know why I didn't put you in there. Paper seems to just tear instead of cut with a die. So if you get something from me, it's going to be a cardstock something. Now I know these are in here. I saw them. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to take and I'm going to die cut this out, and I'm going to glue it to the top of the box that it's in. So all I got to do is look at the top of the box and see what I've got in it instead of opening the box and digging through it. As I've got two of those carriers with the ones I just pulled up I've got two of those, and I want to get me another one because I want to be able to put a die in each one instead of them having to bang together. Right now, I've got fairies and gnomes and stuff like that. I got them all together in one little box, and then my lighthouse and my seahorse and my mermaid and stuff that has nautical theme to it is all in one box. And so I want to just be able to open the box, get that one die out, and cut it as many times as I need it, and then throw it back in its little box. So, come on, fingers, work. These little cuts are not agreeing with my fingers today. So, anyway, but if you see anything that you like, you're welcome to send me an email. Or not an email, but message me on Facebook if you're on Facebook. I don't charge for my die cuts. I don't. I enjoy sending them out. I don't ask for anything in return. I just feel like that I don't know. I do it to make other people happy. I don't do it to make, because I've always been one of these people that I've had people say, you should sell them. What would I sell them for? That wouldn't make you happy if I sold it to you. You'd be happier if you just happened to open the mailbox one day and say, "Hey, look, I got some die cuts to play with," right? So, are you up to date? I not only have die cuts, but I also have other things that you might be interested in. If you like to make journals, this box here is where I keep stuff that won't fit in the little, that won't fit in my things, in my pockets or in my little things. Like, okay, so this is die cuts to make a journal with. This is pages. This is hearts. This is a gingerbread house. This one is scallop circles. This is regular circles. This is a card that has set, it's one of those folding cards. Another folding card. Another folding card. This one's just a die that says, "Thank you, so kind. Thanks." This one's a big magnolia flower. Um, this is also another journal. And both of these have the die that you use for the spine, to cut the spine with, by the way. And then the layering stars. This one is squares. This one here is one of my favorites. This one is my pocket die. This is layering diamonds, and it's falling off. This is another one of the larger flowers. These are really big flowers now. I'm just going to say these are really big. They're big enough for your wall. I'm sorry. These are ovals. Okay. And that's it. Y'all have seen it all now. Poor thing. Y'all seen it all now. Anything y'all interested in? I have words. I have guys to make books. Like I said, I like dyes. I just do. So I've actually made a book, but I don't have it out of that dye. So, and it's kind of fun to make it too. Out of that one dye I was showing you, the big square one. It's kind of fun to make the book out of that dye. Oh, bye, Barbara. Thank you for coming. Oh, so I can do my best to send you some um, die cuts, maybe that you could put into it, or is there something that I could do to help you with it? You see anything that I might be able to help you with, Sherry? I'm sorry. Y'all get to see my scraggly hair. I haven't even brushed today. I have to lean really close to my screen to be able to read it. So, welcome back, Cheryl. What you crafting? Tell me what you're doing. Maybe I should go and do a one of those craft streams that I can invite you to come and craft with me. That's exactly what Violet did. She made these little journals for Defy. These little journals right here. Did you see it? She made me one and sent it to me, and I love it. But she made these. Oh, congratulations, Sherry! Give him a hug for me. Congratulations. That's a Oh wow. Graduation. That's a big thing in life. I'm so proud. Yeah, I didn't get to see that one. So you're gonna have to make a video of it so of you making one so I'll know how to do it, Cheryl. Okay, well, that's about it that I'm gonna be able to do for now. And we need to do a craft together. We surely do, Cheryl. It's okay. And I'm fixing to go. First I gotta find a way to go. Oh well. All right. So I appreciate you all for being here with me. Well, I want to see what you're doing too. Y'all give me such inspiration. Getting to watch what everybody else does, I get to watch inspiration. And it's so inspiring to hear of people graduating. Two of my goddaughters, children have graduated with honors, with straight A's from their sixth grade. One of them was sixth grade class, the other one was third grade class. I'm so proud of them. They're out in Georgia, um, so I don't get to see them, but they said they're supposed to come out and visit us in July. So, oh no, it'd be great. Which one? There's two. Which one, Sherry? I've got two journal dies. Now these are uh, the journal is going to be like an 8 by 10 for the big die for the square page, and the other one is I have to use a extra long, so it will be in a big envelope. Okay, both. Okay, I can do that. Um, let me show you a little bit about it here, since you're liking that die. Let me dig it out here. Okay, here's this one. Oh, oh. I haven't found a big enough envelope for these, but here's a page, and as you can see on this, it's got a thicker strip for it, but that's the page. Okay, then you have the die that cuts the center. Okay, and there's several different size pages. Like that's a center page, that's an outer page, and the one with this one is like maybe you cut it in a marble, and this part in a white, sturdy white, so that one will lay on top of the other. You can make pockets out of them. You can make flips out of them. Like here's this. There's this page. This is a page, and you got the center cuts for each page. So you've got quite a few here in this die set. This is just one set of dies here. There are the pages plus the centers for them. So it is a complete. And on the front, if you want it, this says memories. It's a die cut that says memories that you can put like say like one of the centers on the front of it, and put memories on the front of it, and it's really pretty that way. I didn't make a video of the thing, but anyway, this one. Let me stick it back in here, and I'll pull out the other one and show you. There's only really two or three different kinds of dies in that one. This one is several pages, and I actually took them both and put them together for because they're pretty together too. Um, let's see. I found the other. And this one has a solid and a decorative to it. And that's what I liked them together. Okay, so this is a decorative page. This is your spine right here. And this is a solid page, and this is a solid page. And then each solid page has a decorative to it. So, like this one will fit in the center of this one in the center of this one to make it decorative. Okay, and then there is the die that goes here. Oh, come here. These plastic bags like to run away from me. This is the die that cuts out the solid piece that goes in the center here. All right, and then here's the decorative piece that goes in the center of this. See, and that's pretty much your die for that album. So it depends on how many pages you want in your album. because this is all one. This is the cover and your page and everything, because you cut it like this, because I didn't take it apart. I guess I could, but I didn't. These little things can come out, but I leave them together because they're easier that way. Once I mail them out and somebody wants something like that, they can cut it apart and do it the way they want it, right? Thanks, Sherry. I thought so too. I really loved it. I have the big shot. The really big one, I have to trace around. I don't have one big enough for it. That's the main page on the, but I didn't use it. You don't have to. I did not use the big one here because it won't fit in any die machine I've ever seen. Okay, this one here, but the one that goes inside of it will fit in my die machine. I don't know. Um, it won't fit into a Cuttlebug. Okay, it will not fit into a Cuttlebug. So, but no. Um, like I said, depends on how many pages you like in your album, or if you want just to use these to decorate the other album with. That it works great that way. That's how I did. Is I made the solid pages, then I cut this. I didn't use this spine. I used this one here, and that's the one that's the what they call the hidden spine, I think. Anyway, it folds together and it's got little fingers that you um, glue the pages inside of, and it kind of is. Yeah, it is. It is costly. Oh, and here, I'm not going to take these out, but these are little reinforcer rings to cut out. Um, but since I didn't use this particular, um, um, since I didn't use this spine, I never did cut the rings out. They do cut out. I have tried them to make sure, but I didn't cut the rings out because I didn't use this spine. I used this book with these pages, and I really liked them. If your cameo is bigger than an 8 by 10, it will. This big one, it's 8 by 10. The rest of them fit fine. So yeah. So myself, I didn't really care for this because um you gotta sew through this spine. This one here you could glue it in with a double sided tape, um, and you could make it as long or as short as you wanted it. This will go up to the 8 by 10 size to hold this page, but you can go as low as making the smaller set and making just a mini journal out of it. So I mean, it's just yes, Lori, that would work. A 12 by 12 would definitely work. That would be nice. Maybe next time. Next time I'll get me a cameo. I'll have to look that up. I have never heard of that one, but I will have to look it up because that is something that I really would like to find a 12 by 12 like that, or at least an 8 by 10. So my I'm gonna go back in. Oh. Anyway, Let me see. I may have. I thought I did anyway. I thought I had some examples of that one die so I could show you. The other one's just pretty much plain. It's just whatever you cut, it's what it is. But this one here is really decorative. It's really pretty. Let me see if I can. Let me pull mine out and see if I can find everything I need and cut it and let you see what it looks like. That would work. Now on this one, it's an extended platform I have to use for this one. So I have to take off my little platform and put on my big one. Ow, ow, ow. I keep trying to close my fingers, and that's not a good thing. Closing your fingers is never a good thing. I have to take some stuff off of my desk so it'll work. I'm just checking to see if I've got enough space for it here. Yes. Okay. I got enough space. I don't have to move much stuff. So let's go back. I need to oil my machine. It's getting grumpy on me. No. I don't want to do that one in there. I want to do the other one in there. No, this one in this. Okay. Come on, fingers, cut. I cannot cut a straight line, y'all, so don't expect that. Can't draw a straight line. That's the reason why I like Zen Doodles, because I can't draw a straight line. I can't cut a straight line. None of that stuff. That's that. Likes to walk around on me. I got too much stuff on my table. It folds right there. Okay. Now see, these smaller pieces would fit on my smaller deck, so I don't have to use it. But once I knock all these pieces out, and they are pretty easy to knock out. It's a real pretty decorative thing. And this one, of course, would fit on the larger piece. I have one mermaid die. I do, Sherry. I have one mermaid die. I do have that. Anyway, that's what that one does. Let's put this back together and I'll show you my mermaid and what I've got for under the sea, if you want to see it. I'll be glad when that thumb starts working again. That's not the one. That's the one I'm working on filling. That's not the one that's got my mermaid in it. I did have two mermaid dies. Let's see now. Like I said, I need to put on it what it is, so I will be able to just look at the top of the box and see. Okay, so, all right. This is what I have for under the sea. I have, that's my mermaid. That's one of my seahorses. That's my lighthouse. And that's what the lighthouse looks like when it's cut. Another seahorse, which is a little larger than that one. See, the other mermaid was like that too. Like the seahorses, the one was a little smaller than the other one. Then I have the the seagull. I'll get it out one way or another one. And that's a sailboat picture, and that makes a indent. This cuts out the frame. And then this one is your north, south, east, and west. And waves, of course. You got to have waves to go with it. And here's the star. And seagull, anchor. And that's what I have for under the sea. So any of that? Yes, I do need labels. I really do, Lori. I need labels. So any of that for the under the sea? No, I don't have any of those. I don't have any crafters companion easel card dies. I do have one that is an index card die, but that's the only card die I have. But so any of those that you want, Sherry? If so, what colors would you like them in? But see, I can cut her out more than one color, and she'll look like a different one. I know I've got the other one here. She just got lost in my other room. I've got a room that's just filled with stuff because I don't want anybody in it. I don't want people when they come over to just walk through it and look because the floor is falling in. So, I don't. And then um, I have several of these, which are fairies. I have 6 or 8 of these. That's a gnome. That's Cinderella's carriage. Another fairy. Another fairy. A Cinderella slipper. Another fairy. Another fairy. And another fairy. So, yeah, I like the fairies. They cut really beautifully. They really do. And another thing I like is I got butterflies, and I've got these butterflies that cut really beautifully. They're really dainty, and I've got this one girl that I was thinking about taking her because she's a dress up doll girl and she's small, and taking and cutting her and using wings for fairies for her because see I got the fairies because I'm working on a fairy journal, and I've got a few things that I want to do, but see these are kind of all like fantasy things that I'm putting in this particular one right here, like um, uh, gnomes and fairies. They just kind of go together. Now Cinderella's coach and slipper don't, but I figure that'll work in there for right now. I gotta pull them out, and so those are what I've got. And like I said, these cut out. They cut beautifully. And where did I put it? There it is. And each piece will pop right out. It's not a big deal. I have a pokey tool, and I lose it most of the time. I hide it from me. but I like it because I can hide the tip on it when I'm not using it. But yeah, these come out really beautifully. It cuts beautifully. Just saying. Um, and if you take and like that you could use that for the inside of the page or the outside of the page, whichever one you decided. But if you use the white, you could put that on the white. And I did it in pink because I used the pink marble. But I did this in pink because of that, not for any particular reason. But it shows it really beautifully. And the other one would fit perfectly on that page as well. So, and you can use this as a lead page and put a word in the center or whatever you wanted to do with it. But yeah, these just they pop out really easily. Most of the time, I just dump them and they come out. So, anything else y'all want to see? Would you like to see anything else? I'm I'm enjoying talking to y'all. All right. Well, I guess that's about it. Um, Sherry, I am on Facebook. It's Teresa Trot Church. So if you'll send me a message, let me know which ones you like. Just let me know, and I'll get things. I'll see if I can get it put together for you. I think before I try to cut the big one and send to you, I'm going to send you an envelope, just a regular envelope, to see if it gets to you. Because I want to make sure it's going to get to you because they're telling us that Canada is not accepting anything from us right now. Don't know why. Cause of COVID for some reason, I guess. Um, but if that's okay, will that be okay, Sherry? If I just send you a small envelope first? Because, like you said, it is costly to send it out. And before I send out a big package for you and spend a good bit of money, I want to make sure it gets to you. That mail gets to you. So, but anyway, that's and all the little pieces will come out. And like I said, it matches up beautifully. Okay. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all for being here. I love you all. Bye.